right, we have Bucca and his week 3 final recap. Good boy. So we're starting this week very similar to what we did the last few weeks. I'm starting by charging my clicker. Good boy. Good job. The next thing we did this week was got right into getting our leash on. Good boy. Good job, buddy. So last week we were dragging our leash. This week we're gonna walk with the leash in our hands. Good boy. Let's go. Good job. Good. Bucca. Good boy. So having him follow that food lure. Let's go. Good job, buddy. Bucca. Good boy. And now we are going to switch sides. Good job, buddy. Hey. Good boy. Dropping all the food here. So now that he's on this side, we'll do the same thing. Follow that food lure. Good boy. Bucca. Good job. One more time, buddy. Yeah, good boy. Good job. All right, and then we'll get his leash off. Good boy. All right, handsome. Next thing we worked on was getting into different position changes. So doing our sit this week. Sit. Good. Doing just the verbal cue and then continuing to build the duration in this position. Good boy. Okay. Now my follow-up cookies, I'm trying to count in my head. Sit. A different amount of time each time between cookies. So this time I might try to get to 5 seconds. Good boy. The next time I might just get to 2 seconds. Good job. Really change it up so he's not expecting that cookie to come every 3 seconds. Okay, good boy. Sit. Boy. Good job. He's like, why are we sitting here? Do you want me to get into a down? What do you want? Good boy, buddy. Good job. Okay. We'll do that. Down. Good boy. So with our down this week, we are trying to do it with just that verbal cue. So I stood nice and tall, I verbally asked for it, and then I waited a few seconds to see if he would get into position. Let him really think about what it is you just asked him to do. From there, I used that hand signal to get him into position. Okay. Hey, buddy. Down. Good boy. So just wait him out a few seconds. He will get himself into that position. Maybe at first when you bring him home, you might have to bring that food lure back out, but then fade it to where we are today. Very good boy, buddy. Okay. Down. Good job, bud. Good. This week with our hand target, I'm really trying to get that movement. So throwing a get it cookie, Bucca, touch, and then asking him to target from across the room. Get it. Bucca, touch. Very good boy. Yeah, very good boy. What are we gonna do next? The next thing that we're gonna work on is gonna be his crate. Just sliding right into those downs. All right, ready, buddy? Kennel. Good. So we're gonna click and feed for all 4 in. Click and feed for that gate shutting. And then we're just gonna take some casual steps away. As long as he stays settled, he's not, that one fell out, I'm sorry. Here, hold that one, get you. As long as he stays settled, he's not whining or pawing at those bars, that's what we're gonna click and then come back and feed. Now ideally, you drop the cookie in and it stays in. So I try to aim like right between his paws. Good boy. And then when releasing him, I'll have my food ready. Okay. Good boy. Bucca, kennel. And use the space you have. Try to walk in different directions. The space I'm in is pretty open. Ideally at home, you take advantage of being able to get to the point where you could step out of sight. So ideally get to the doorway a few times, click and feed as long as he stays settled, and then you'll get to the doorway and just kind of pop out of sight. As long as he's quiet, look, make sure he is, you'll click and come back and feed him. Good boy. Okay. Good job, buddy. All right, the next thing we're gonna work on is the mat. Hi, hi, hi. All right, this week, very similar to what we're doing with the crate, we're gonna work on step 3, which is getting some steps away. You're right where I wanna put it, sir. Go to your mat. Good job, buddy. So we are not clicking and feeding until he is at least in a sit, but ideally a down. He's so cute. He has shown that he knows to run right over and get into a down. And then I am taking a few steps away. Okay. I am glancing over my shoulder, make sure he's still there. Go to your mat. I think you need a bigger mat, buddy. And then use the space you have. Try to go in different directions. The hardest thing that we're gonna do with the mat is possibly trying to get behind him. He might wanna pop up to follow where we're going. He's doing really well with that right now though. The other thing you can practice with your mat is him being settled while you get settled. Good boy. He almost popped up to try and come to where I was. Okay, but he didn't. Go to your mat. We'll do that one more time. Very good boy. Good job, bud. So continue practicing the mat in different spaces, environments. Okay, where you'll want to use it. So think about when company comes over, you'll have him stationed on his mat. When you guys are cooking in the kitchen, doing dishes, getting ready, having him stationed on his mat will be a good way to practice. All right, bud. And the final thing we worked on this week was more of our handling exercises. Good boy. So continuing to build on the duration of our touch. Good boy. With that restraint, we're doing that little bear hug. Good boy. Still keeping it pretty simple with that one. He doesn't love it. I don't blame him. Okay. So we're not going to progress too far with that bear hug into duration until he is more comfortable with this, where he isn't trying to back away or wriggle out of it. Good boy. Handling the tail still, counting the seconds in our head. Good boy. Some thermometers are super slow. Some sanitary grooms back there might take a little bit. Good boy. Okay. Continuing to practice handling the ears. Building in that massage. Yes, good boy. Do it on both sides. Yes, good boy. Next up for you guys with the ears at home, we'll be introducing an ear cleaner. Yes, good job. I like to use gauze or rolled cotton for my ear cleaning. Yes. Okay. First step, we'll be bringing the gauze, the cotton up to the ear itself. You'll mark and feed for touching the ear. Then from there, you'll flip the ear, bring the gauze, cotton to this part of the ear itself, and then progress from there on cleaning the ear into the canal. Good boy. So we already looked into his eyes, really just building the duration of how long you're gonna let someone do a facial exam. Yes, good boy. And then looking into the mouth. Right here. You're looking at the wrong part of my hand. Yes, good boy. So really getting in there, getting in towards the back of the mouth, looking at those baby teeth that are all the way in the back. Yes, good job. Okay. Next step for you guys with that one at home would be introducing a toothbrush. So get a dog approved toothpaste and really getting in there with that finger brush. With the paste on there, yes, to get him used to having his teeth brushed. Keep wanting to get the food from here. All right, our grooming tools, our brush. So we're doing the bristle side. Good job ignoring that piece of food I dropped. Up at his face. Good. Go ahead, you can have it. And then right here, his chest. Nail trimmers, getting him used to the trimmers really getting down to those paws, touching the nails. Yes, good boy. Yes. Now trimming his nails is possible to do by yourself, but will be easier if you have a helper. So having someone who can focus up on him, feeding him the food. Yes, good boy. As you are handling the paws and trimming some nails. Good boy. Now his little nails are all black, so when, you guys are doing nail trimmings at home, really you're just going to be taking the little curved tip off of those nails. Good boy. Then the newest thing that we did this week was introduce a noisy grooming tool. So we're using clipper blades. I'm going to turn the clipper blades on behind my back. And then when they're on, I'm going to drop some food. 3 pieces of kibble right there that you haven't eaten. Good boy. When he finishes that last piece of food, I'll turn the clipper blades off. After a few seconds of a break, I will do the same thing. So start behind my back, but then I'm going to bring them out to the side, so increase the sound. Good job. Get it. Good job, buddy. And then the last thing with our clipper blades, same thing like we did with the brush. Clipper blades are gonna stay off. I have a clipper guard on there so I don't accidentally give a haircut. And then we're just gonna swipe down the body with the clipper blades themselves. Good boy, your head's so fluffy after that brushing. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, and that's it for Bucca's Week 3 recap.